Let me guess. You're starting your consulting business and you're wondering, how am I supposed to stand out if there are thousands of consultants out there and everybody is offering the exact same thing? It's a real concern. But here's the truth. You can't build a business if you don't understand your industry, your market, your competitors, and your customers. I have gotten the request so many times, CP, can you help me figure out how to do market analysis and market research? And today is your lucky day because that's exactly what I'm going to do. In this video, I am going to show you how to analyze your competitors in your market and how to use that information to validate your business idea and finally move forward in this entrepreneurial journey. And if you want the full roadmap of all the steps that you need in order to really grow this business, make sure that you check out my Scratch to Freedom free roadmap training. It's an hour-long webinar that will give you all the ins and outs of every single step. You can check that out in the link in the description in the comments below, or go right here, especially if you are ready to take your entire idea and your entire business dreams from idea to getting your first clients. Let's get to her. So let's spend a little bit of time talking about why all of the consultants that you see out there, or coaches or service providers, really do blend in, right? And what it's really costing them. The number one thing that I see, and I actually made this mistake hugely, especially in my first business, is that I didn't really do good market research. And most entrepreneurs out there, not just consultants, but all of the entrepreneurs out there, skip the market research. They don't do it thoroughly. They don't understand what they're up against. They don't have a good concept of the industry, what's happening out there, what's the most innovative things that people are offering. And so they have a very difficult time creating their own business identity. And they assume that they already know what people want. They assume that they already know what their customers need. They assume because, you've got lots of skills and experience and talents that I get it, I can just guess. And that is definitely the kiss of death. What that will prompt you to do is to truly copy other people instead of creating a unique niche for yourself, a unique value proposition. And the result that you're going to experience is that you end up sounding like everyone else, and you end up struggling to get clients, which means you're struggling to eat in most instances. And then you feel like you got to lower your prices, or you don't know what to come up with, or maybe this isn't the right business, and you end up switching your strategy, all because you didn't take the time to get the clarity that you needed in order to make good decisions. Your real power in this entrepreneurial journey is going to come from knowing how to position yourself, knowing what you're up against, and feeling 100% confident that you are moving forward with your services, your products, your packages, and your pricing in the right direction. So your niche doesn't have to be new, but your message has to be new. And that is what market research and competitive analysis and understanding your ICA really will get you. So step number one in being able to accomplish this is define your target niche and your sub-niche very, very clearly. You have to know what industry you're in and what you're doing. And when I say your niche and your sub-niche, I'm talking about the overall industry. So let's just give you an example using, for instance, HR consulting. You know that you are an HR consultant, but inside of HR consulting, there are several sub-niches that you can really work in. And if you are an HR generalist and you want to start an HR consulting company, you may have skills and talents in all of the areas that exist under HR. You may know how to do recruiting. You may know how to do payroll. You may know how to do compliance. You may know how to do employee engagement, performance reviews, leadership coaching, all of the things that an HR person needs to do. But that doesn't mean that your business should include you doing all of those things. So first, you have to understand where you are. And if you start with HR consulting, perfect. That's awesome. If you can find your favorite sub-niche, that's even better because that's going to give you even better data to be able to make decisions from. But even if you just start with kind of like your target niche, your research will help you narrow that down even more and help you identify truly where you belong. You've got to understand because you cannot dominate a market that you haven't clearly defined. That is a true CP quote. So write that down if you are taking notes. You need to know who they are, who your market is, the industry, the role, the types of businesses that are out there looking for those types of things, the sizes of the businesses, who are the key players at those businesses, because you don't even know who your target customer is if you don't know that, and the demographics of that particular business structure. You need to know what they're struggling with, where they hang out. You need to really understand who it is that you want to work with, who it is that will pay you for your services, and what kind of exists out there in the market. So once you've identified that niche and that sub niche and begin to really dive into what's out there, then you want to move on to step number 2, which is identifying the top 5 to 10 competitors in that niche. Yes. And when I say the top 5 to 10 competitors in that niche, I mean the people who do exactly what your niche is. I've had people say, well, I found 5 to 10 competitors, and then the list of competitors that they give me, especially if we're in a coaching scenario or they're in the club, is really people who don't do what they're planning on doing. So they're not your competitors, they're someone else. You want to really do the finding of the people who are planning on doing what you're doing. I'm going to go back to my original example of HR consulting, right? I work with coaches who say, well, I want to be kind of a fractional HR person. Those are the consulting services that I want to offer. And that means that you are offering on-site HR support for, a certain type of business. And I say a certain type because you would have figured out which type in step number 1. That means that you're really looking at a local or regional area. And that's where you want to begin to identify your 5 to 10 competitors. You don't need to find someone who's based in a whole different state or a whole different country from you if your primary focus that you uncovered, remember, in step number 1 is going to be primarily local, because you got to be on site. So narrow down who the top 5 to 10 are in your area, and really figure out ways to find out by using online research. Google is a great place to start. LinkedIn is a great utilization tool. Instagram can also be good. YouTube is one of my favorites, because you can also get a really good idea of the type of content strategy folks have. But look for consultants or coaches or service providers that have similar offers to what you are planning on offer, or what you're thinking about, or what you're toying with offering. Take notes on their messaging, take notes on their prices, take notes on their price points and their processes, take notes on their positioning, their content, where they are online, any kind of testimonials that they've received. Look at reviews, if it's a YouTube channel, or comments within their comments on any kind of social media. Take a look at their audience sizes. Really begin to dive into those competitors and take advent notes. Now, I like to start with 5 to 10, because once you start doing that, you'll begin to narrow it down. So you'll find someone that says, oh, well, I thought that they were a competitor, but they really they really don't offer what I'm planning on offering. So you can remove them from the list. And after you've gotten down to 3 to 5, then take detailed notes based on what I just described to you of what they're doing. That's going to give you a lot of information on who's out there and what they're doing, so that you can begin to refine your ideas and refine your strategy. And then you're going to move on to step number 3, which is a big question that I get, but also one of my faves. And step number 3 in completing this market research is to analyze all of the data that you just gathered. Yeah, you got to take time. You got to read it. You got to analyze it. And you have to figure out where the gaps are and where the opportunities are. That's really what you're looking for, the opportunities and the gaps. So what are this 5 competitors in this industry not saying? What are they not saying? Who are they not serving? What needs are going unmet? What are they not doing well? What part of the client journey is being ignored? What are they not doing well? What audiences are they not serving, right? Who are they not targeting? And you can see that from their messaging, in their imaging, in their content. Analyze all of the information. What promises are they making? What's are they saying that they can do that's not really backed by concrete strategy or by professionalism? Where can you be more specific? Where can you be more real? Where can you be more results focused in order to really be able to separate yourself out and find your blue ocean? That is the analysis by which I want you to look at this data and information. When you're looking at the industry one that we did in step one, I want you to analyze where the most growth opportunities exist, where there might be some legislation that's happening in your state or in your area, federally or in your region or in your country that can help you say, this is going to really blow up in the future, or this is going to be something that's probably going to not be working in the future. So really look at all of your data and create a SWOT analysis. And that's ultimately what I'm saying. You're going to identify all the strengths that they have so that you can make sure that you aren't reinventing the wheel and that you multiply and utilize those strengths. You're going to be looking for all of the weaknesses that they have, and strengths and weaknesses are internal for the competitors. Then you're going to look at the industry and niche data that you did and look for opportunities and look for threats. And that's the external component. And literally map out a SWOT analysis. Just bullet point after bullet point after bullet point, map out all the strengths. Bullet point after bullet point after bullet point, write out all the threats, weaknesses, and opportunities. You can use a half of a page for each because it depends on how much you've got. You can use a whole page. I don't care. The purpose of the analysis phase is to ultimately create the SWOT so that you can move on to step number 4 in the market research process. Step number 4 is clarify your unique value proposition. And now that you've got all the strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats, it is time to build this business around those. Yeah, you've got to clarify why someone would need you, what you can do to capitalize off of those strengths and opportunities, what you can do to make sure that you are not repeating the weaknesses and that you are mitigating these threats. What kind of business, what kind of product, what kind of service, what kind of pricing, what kind of processes, what kind of messaging can you create in your business to identify you as someone who understands the landscape? You have a complete SWOT, and now it's time for you to be creative, be that entrepreneur, and create a business around those. And again, I want you to make sure that you are optimizing and really utilizing the strengths and opportunities, and that you are making sure that you do not make the mistakes and you are mitigating those threats. You got it? Not making the weaknesses, not doing the weaknesses, mitigating the threats. That's the next step. Write down all the stuff that you can do different, and you've got a great framework to move on to the last step. And the final step in this market analysis piece is build your business and messaging around the research. Yep. Everything else that comes along in your business, your products, your pricing, your packages, what you're going to say, the types of content, who your ideal customer is, everything else that gives you the clarity that you need in order to plow forward with this business and have ultimate success to get you to that freedom comes in this final step. And that really does come from all of the research that you've done. Your content, your website, your pitch, your offer should scream, this is my sweet spot. This is how I can take care of you. This is how I can take care of the pain points and challenges that you are having and ultimately get you, my ideal customer, to your ultimate wants and desires. You want to make sure you speak directly to the gaps that exist in the market. You use client language, not industry jargon, that you consistently show up in a way that highlights you as the expert that's solving all of the problems that everybody else out there is missing. And now, my love, you've done some great research. You've got complete clarity. And again, if you want to dive deeper and really go in deep on how to do all of these things and work with me to do it, check out the Scratch to Freedom framework in the link below, because I'd love to help you in this journey. It's not difficult. It's not scary. It's actually my jam. And I'm smiling because I love it, because clarity is everything. Here's the truth. Standing out doesn't mean being flashy. It means being clear. Absolutely. It means knowing your people, knowing your industry, knowing your business, and knowing that you are providing something that other people aren't providing and that people out there who have the money want to pay for. And if you, again, want help, let me know. Check out the Scratch to Freedom framework. Hopefully, I was able to give you some clarity around how to do this market research, because you might be sitting on a pile of data from research that you've already done and you just don't know what to do with it. And if so, make sure that you like and you subscribe and you share this video with someone else who needs it, and that you join me again next week, because we are going to be talking about something really fun on how to get rid of some of those fears that you might be having. Until then, my loves, I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Ah.